Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are fine. In this lecture, we will be learning some useful dashboard tricks. So you can see here, I already have the dashboard created. I've created this using Global Superstore 2016 dataset, right? So what you can see here is, firstly, we have the overall sales sparkline versus overall profit sparklines, right? Secondly, I've got this chart here, right? But you can see only one chart right now. But here on this dashboard, I have three charts. But how you can see those charts is you can see this parameter here. Select a sheet from here. From here, if I select world map, just a minute. Just a minute, something has happened. Give me a second. Okay, so please write in the chat box if you can have a look at the screen. Tap the screen now. Please participate in the chat. So here you can see on this dashboard, from this parameter, if I'm selecting world map, we're able to see the map sheet. If I'm selecting profit scatter, we are seeing the scatter plot. And if I'm selecting profit sales from here, we are seeing another sheet. So this parameter control is allowing us to select a particular sheet so that we can have a look at the individual analysis on the dashboard. So please write in the chat box that you're getting it, that you're following what I'm saying. If I'm audible, not audible, please write it. You didn't get it. Okay. Okay, I'll repeat it once again. Some changes has to be made before. Okay, so those who are coming now, I'm going to repeat what we are doing today is, so this is the dashboard that I've already created. We will gradually build this dashboard. So what I'm explaining you is what we will be uh, performing today. So I'll be telling you some useful dashboard tricks. So what is the trick? Suppose you already have some charts going on your dashboard, like I have this overall sales and overall profit, and I have three more analysis that I want to display on my dashboard, right? And those three analysis are world map, profit scatter, and profit sales, right? I'll explain you the meaning of these analysis that I've performed. Okay. So what we have done is we have created a parameter and we have linked this parameter in such a way that we are able to see only one sheet at one time. So if I'm selecting world map here, we are seeing the world map. If I'm selecting profit scatter, we are seeing the scatter plot. If we are selecting profit sales, we are seeing the profit sales, right? So let's start with the analysis. I'm going to create a new workbook now and we will connect to the Global Superstore 2016 dataset. I'm going to drag in the orders sheet. Okay, the first analysis is we want to draw a world map. So first I'm going to rename this sheet as world map. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to display a map onto which we want to display the profit city-wise, right? For that, first I'm going to drag in the country. Then I want to drag in the state. Finally, we're dragging in the city, right? Next, I'm going to select profit and I'm putting it in color. And from here, I'm changing the size of the marks and I'm reducing the opacity of the marks. And from here, I'm going to put, okay, I'm going to put a border here, right? So let's make the marks bit. Okay, so what I want to do is for this chart, I'm going to display for the states only, right? So let's display this for states. And the chart I'm using is circle. So this is the chart we have finally got. And next, what I want to do is I want to select sales and put in the size so that the color of these marks changes according to the sales. Like if this circle is bigger, this means that the sales for that particular state is larger as compared to the other states. Here you can see for the California, for New York, sales are high. For England, sales and profit high. So all the bigger marks display that the sales are more. Smaller marks display the sales are less. And the darkest blue represent the profit is more. And the red color represent the profit is negative. So let's enhance this chart a bit more like this, increasing the size now. You can also go ahead and analyze using cities as well, but for that it will be better if we put a particular country or particular state in the filter, but I want to display this as a map. So this is the final chart we have got, the first analysis. The second analysis, we want to create a scatter plot. So I'm going to rename as profit scatter, maybe scatter plot, right? So if you want to create a scatter plot, what we need is we need a measure versus measure. And what I want to do is want to compare the profit versus sales. For that, I'm going to drag in the profit in the rows. I'm going to drag in the sales in the columns. Here we have got the mark, right? So this means that all the profit and sales are aggregated, right? This is the maximum level of aggregation that we can achieve. Here you can see we have one mark, right? Next, as we add dimensions into the detail or color or these marks, so this aggregation will reduce and this chart will become more granular, means granularity will be more in this chart. For that, I'm going to select customer ID and gonna put this in detail. So we've got this distribution of the scatter plot. Next, I'm going to put state in detail and I want to put city in detail. Why we have done that? I want to represent every mark in terms of state, city, and customer. So you can see as we bring the tooltip over this chart, we are seeing the state, city, and the customer ID. Next, I'm going to select profit and I'm going to put this in color. So the blue color represent the positive profit and the red color represent the negative profit. So I want to format this chart a bit. I'm going to select circle for this and I'm going to reduce the opacity. And let's put border. Right, this is a scatter plot we have got. If you want to adjust the size of these marks, we can do that. If we do not want these lines, we can format lines and you can see there is no grid lines over there, right? So sales versus profit chart is done now. If you have any doubt in this
Hello,
chart.
ma'am, your voice is not coming, ma'am.
Sorry. Is it not audible?
Now it is audible, ma'am. Before it is not audible.
Okay, right. Okay, fine. So do you want me to repeat from where? Please write in the chat box from where do you want me to repeat?
Ma'am, up to color it is audible, ma'am. After that, it didn't.
Okay.
Formatting.
Okay, formatting. So what I was saying, like, okay, so formatting, what I've done is I've changed the type of the chart from here, circle. And then if you want to adjust the size of these marks, we can do that from here. And if you want to put border, that can be put from here. If you do not want any none, if you want border of any color, I've selected black. So this was it. So next I told you about these grid lines here. Like if you do not want these lines just being displayed over here, for that go to format, lines, and make it none, no lines for this, right? So this was about the scatter plot. So this is a second analysis. First analysis was world map. Next we have the profit scatter. Third, we want to compare average sales according to country and some average sales according to country by customer ID. And the third, we want to draw a bar chart of displaying average profit by customer ID according to country, right? Means I want to display country here and I want to calculate sum of sales, average sales or sum of sales. Then I want to calculate average sales by considering customer ID as well, or customers as well. Then I want to calculate average profit by considering customers as well. So this means for this kind of calculation, we need to use LOD expressions, level of detail expressions, right? I thought of using LOD expression so that it is a revision for you for this sheet. Basically, you can have any analysis, any simple analysis. I just want to explain you the dashboard, but let's create that analysis so that you get revision of LODs. For that, I'm going to first select the country in the rows. Next, I'm going to select sum of sales in the column. So this is fine. Next, I want to compute average sales according to country, right? By customer ID. Means I first want to compute the sum of sales by a particular customer, and then I want to compute the average for the country. I don't want to include customer ID in my calculation, in my view. I just want to keep it in the calculation. For that, we need to create a calculated field and create level of detail expression. So here I'm going to make it as average sales by customer, include customer ID, and here we are calculating sum of sales. Calculation is valid, it's fine. So here I'm dragging in this. I know the name of my calculated field is average, but it was sum. So let's compute average from this. From the measure, I'm computing the average. Second calculation is done. Third is I want to calculate average profit by customer ID according to country. So for that also we need to create a calculated field, and this is average profit by customer. And here we are going to write we're going to include customer ID, and we want to calculate sum of profit. Right? And then we will calculate the average. So that's fine. Apply this, and I'm going to drag in to the last column, and here I'm going to compute the average. So we have got the average profit by customer here. Right? Okay, next is, as you can see, this is the chart we have got. So I want to compute these measures for a particular market. So I'm dragging in the market, and let's select this particular market, apply this, and okay. So we have got country wise sales, then we have country wise average sales by customer ID, right? Then we have country wise average profit by customer ID, right? For a particular market, the one we have selected here. Next, I'm going to select this average profit by customer, and I want to color this sales according to the profit. So I'm going to select average profit by customer, and I'm going to put this in the average sales by customer. So we have got this kind of chart, right? Where the color represents the profit, right? And the value is here. The value of profit is here, right? So this is the third analysis. I'm going to rename this as sales or profit because these measures are used in this sheet. So we have got 3 sheets ready, 1, 2, and 3. So let's create the dashboard. Okay, so to create the dashboard for I'll be using these containers here, horizontal and vertical containers. So this horizontal container allows us to add these sheets in the horizontal direction with the proper format, and the vertical container allows us to add the sheets vertically, right? So that we have a strong hold where do we want to place the sheets so that our dashboard doesn't look messy. Okay, firstly I'm going to drag in the horizontal component. So this component, whenever we'll be adding sheets, will be added in the horizontal direction. Okay, so I don't want to add these 3 sheets only, I want to add 2 more sheets. So let's create those first. Okay, in this sheet I'm going to create a trend, a sparkline of sales. So I'm going to select sales and I'm going to put this in rows, and I'm going to select order date and put in the column, and from here I'm going to select month and year. So this is the trend we have got. So this is the trend. So I just want to keep the sparkline from this, so I'm going to remove this. I don't want to show the header, so from here also, and let's make the color black. So this is the trend we have got. So this is our sales sparkline. Similarly, we can create our profit sparkline. So for here, I'm going to select profit in the rows, and we are selecting order date in the columns. And here I'm selecting month and year. So this is the trend we have got. Similarly, remove the headers. And okay, also if I do not want these lines, so we can go to format, lines, and we can select none. And let's make it to black. The same thing, I'm going to do this. I want to remove these lines also. Format, lines, and here I'm making it none. Fine. So sparklines are done. I want 2 more sheets, and this sheet will be overall sales, and this sheet will be overall profit. And in the overall sales, I'm dragging in the sales, and in the overall profit, I'm dragging in the profit. Right, so we have got the sum of sales, sum of profit. Let's build the dashboard now. Okay, so in the dashboard we have already got the horizontal container, right? So in there, first I'm going to select the overall sales, and next I'm going to select overall profit, and you need to put it here, right? Because I want to arrange these 2 sheets in horizontal way, so I need to wait till this appears, till this bar appears, and then we need to leave it. Next, we need to select the container from like this, and then we need to distribute contents evenly. Now the contents are distributed evenly like this. Next, what we can do is, from here, I don't want the title. From here, I don't want the title. Next, I'm going to select this text, and I'm gonna put it here. So here I'm going to write overall sales. Select this. Next, I'm going to select another text box and I'm going to put it here. Overall profit. Okay, so next we can adjust it like this. So we've got the overall sales, overall profit, and these two containers. Next is we want to drag in our spark lines. For that, I'm going to select the spark line, sales spark line. I cannot put it here. If I put it here, I'll end up adding this spark line in between these two. But I have to wait something like this to appear, like this. Okay, and drop it here. So now I've got the sales spark line. Next, I have to select profit spark line, and now I want to put it to the right of this. So I need to wait till little bar appears like this. Okay. So sales spark line and profit spark line, then we can adjust it like this. So let's remove the heading from here, title. Remove it because we already have got the title over there, overall sales and overall profit and the trend line. Next, we need to drag in our three sheets, world map, profit scatter, and sales profit. But how do I want is I want to first create that parameter that I had shown you before, and then we will be dragging in this sheet. Means our bit starting format of the dashboard is ready, like initial format. So let's now create that parameter that I had shown you. For that, firstly, create a parameter here. And the name of the parameter is rotate sheets. And here I'm going to select string and list. So what will be the value of parameter? As you have seen my parameter, that is the name of the sheets, world map, profit scatter, and sales profit. So we will be writing world map here, the complete name of the sheet, then your profit scatter. It should be the same. Then we have the sales profit. World map, profit scatter, and sales profit. That's fine. So this parameter is done. Now I need to create a calculated field and we will add this parameter in the calculated field. Next, we will put that calculated field in the filter, right? So that we filter out one sheet at one time.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, in world map there are 29 unknowns. No, ma'am. Shall we just leave it or how we can hide it?
Sorry.
In world map there are 29 unknown quantities are there niche map के नीचे. 29 unknown it's showing now.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're seeing the map. So we can go to the edit connections, edit locations, right? So we can check out if these provinces are these are not recognized, right? There might be some other name, other matching locations, right? So we can search this from internet, like what is the name of this location, then we can change this, right? If not, if you don't want to do this, then we can simply hide these, also filter this data as well, right? So we can search
Okay.
the names which are recognized by Tableau that I've taught in your class also, right?
Yeah. Okay.
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 So for now, I'm just filtering that out because I want to teach you those dashboard tricks first, right? Okay. So created this parameter here, and next we need to create a calculated field. The name of the calculated field is maybe select a sheet, and here I'm going to use that parameter which is rotate sheet, because now parameter is in this calculated field and this calculated field will be in the filter, so that's fine. Okay, and next I'm going to put this calculated field in the filter, and here we will be adding, because this is the world map sheet, so I'll be adding world map to this filter because we just want to keep this. If the value of parameter is world map, we just want to keep this, apply this, and okay. And the second one, again I'm going to select that selector sheet, calculated field, and put in the filter. And here this time our value will be the profit scatter, so I'm selecting profit scatter here, plus apply this. Okay, I know this is gone. The reason this is gone is this one is selected at one time, only one will be selected. Next, for the third one, again I'm going to put this select a sheet in here, and this time it will be sales profit. Apply this and okay. Okay, it was not selected, so this is sales profit. Add this, apply this, and okay. Right, so far we have got this. So what we can do is we can show the parameter rotate sheets. So if I select profit scatter, we are just seeing the profit scatter. So if I select, this is just a test, if I've selected world map, we are seeing the world map, right? So this was the first step. First step is done.